Akashi.
아저씨 이게 뭐야?
Shimika.
So today we just finished Running Man episode 455.
Man, we're almost there to 500.
So yeah, but today is the continuation of the Running Man making jersey shirt merchandise for their fan meeting. So, and they continue on playing games, and it's just two last games, and pretty much we get Jae Suk and Ji-Hyo winning really easily these last couple missions.
Yay for Candy Alliance.
Yeah, like the Candy Alliance, they won jackpot by getting all of Kwon Somin's gold. They also won jackpot by winning Haha and Sep's half of their gold too. So they won the most, and it was pointless for the other team to even try to win because they got so much already. So they're the final winner, and with Haha and Sep being the last place in all the missions they play, last money, and they don't have money, they don't have like anything like that, losing everything. They come in last place, so they're determined to be the two of at the bottom of the shirt that if you wear, you sit on it.
Yeah.
So their faces will be on there, and then the PD said that there's only a choice for one, so it's actually not two of them. So we only get one. So we only get one shirt design. So it is either Jae Suk or Ji-Hyo. So they had to flip a coin for it, and we end up getting Jae Suk being the final winner. So
awesome! That was what I wanted.
So it is the team, the Running Man members will let it be Ji-Hyo because we don't have to dress up because it only sees the half of us, But it ended up being Jae Suk who wins, and they get to dress up like Avengers, except for Sukjin. Sukjin is Kunye. While the rest of them are Avengers. So we get a little preview of when they come in, they get dressed, and Kwon being drawn like Groot, and then Sep being Raccoon, Rocket. It's a raccoon, whatever. And then Somin is Yondu, Kim Ji-kook is Hulk, Ji-Hyo is Gamora, which she is amazing. She looks exactly like Gamora, which is so amazing. Yeah. And Jae Suk is Captain America, Captain
America.
And Haha is Ant-Man, and Sukjin is Kunye.
It's just so perfect.
So when they go and take their picture, they're gonna do a couple poses and everything, and they're gonna like do all these things and all these poses. And when they get there to take their pictures and everything, they start making fun, and they were like, Sep was like, "Guardian of the Galaxy, come over here," which is Sep, Somin, Ji-Hyo, and Kwon Soo. And then Jae Suk goes, "Avengers, come over here!" It's him, Kim Ji-kook, and Haha, and they're like, "Kunye, go away." Go to the folk village. Go away. He doesn't belong in any of them.
It's the Avengers and Kunye.
Avengers, Guardian of the Galaxy, and Kunye. Like I was telling Adrashi, I'm like, I don't get it why Jae Suk made Somin Yondu when like she should have been Nebula, it would have been very nice, but then with being how she was being Yondu, it's like I understand why he made her Yondu. Yeah, so they gotta
she was Yondu and she still managed to do those things.
I know, be like and stuff like that. But they did a group shot, and then they did individual poses, and then they finished it off. And then how last week's episode we got a little preview of them being taught by Leah Kim to do a dance for their fan meeting.
See, here's the thing. I think that there's gonna be one shirt that has a certain pose that they took a photo of, and then there's gonna be another shirt that has a certain pose. I think there's actually gonna be two shirts, and I think there's gonna be a bunch of photos. A bunch of
like photo cards.
poster photos of cards of the individual members and of the group members, for the fans to purchase, because there's no way that they're just gonna do one.
Yeah, because usually, as you guys know, if, like, you know, being a K-pop fan, you know when there's merchandise to pick, like how, you know, my sister is a crazy one, so we know, but like even I am a highlight. And when you purchase like a shirt, a sweater, a shirt, there's light sticks, there's cup holders, there's posters, there's postcards, there's a pin, there's a keychain, there's towels, there's umbrella, there's buttons, magnet, paper, notebook, everything.
Right.
Even like, you know, all sorts of things.
There's a lot of stuff
to
for
bags,
people to purchase.
to bottles, to glass, to mugs, all sorts of things. So I'm pretty sure those individuals are going to be like little individual postcard pictures. They're going to have postcards, posters, the jersey shirt, all sorts of things. You know, they're going to be able, because it's like, you know, Running Man itself, you know, you look at it, they're kind of like idols, K-pop idols to us. They're just older generations, and they're like honestly a very first TV series, variety show to be able to do something like this. So yeah, with that aside, moving on, you know how last week we got a little bit introduction of the dance they are going to be doing for the fan meeting. As we all know, whenever they go to the fan meeting, the introduction, they always work together on creating a dance together, but usually they dance to like other idol songs or stuff like that.
Right.
And so for this time, they are actually being trained by Leah Kim to dance a specific dance that her team has created for them to be showcasing. So it's for them. So the Running Man members are learning it, and they have to learn it and nailed it before the fan meeting. So they spent 4 hours learning 18 seconds of the song.
5 hours.
Oh, 5 hours. Learning 18 seconds of the song only.
Yeah, which was literally just the beginning of their dance routine part. And the actual whole dance is like 3 minutes long.
Yeah, it's like,
so they have a lot of work.
Yeah, so it seems like as of right now, she's just teaching them, easing them into it. What she hasn't done is position them where they're supposed to be standing, because yes, you guys can see already in the video, they do have a solo of a guy and a girl, so she is going to be picking, or you know, to see
So
who.
it's probably going to be Ha and Somin.
Yeah. If not, then it's going to be Kim Jae Cook and Somin.
No, I think it's going to be Ha and Somin, because Ha's better at the moves than Kim Jae Cook, and plus he's around the same height as her, so it looks better.
Yeah, so either way, one of them who we don't know, and then there's other, you know, dances and stuff like that.
It's gonna be Joo Hyun and Kwon Soo.
No, it's gonna be Jae Suk and Kwon Soo. Yeah.
Jae Suk,
So we get to see them dance, and Leah Kim's all like, okay, so you know, my students that cry, I tell them to leave the room. You know, go. Just leave and then you can come back, you know. She doesn't deal with it, she just tells them to leave, you know, and she teaches them and all this stuff like that, and then she tells them that they're gonna have to do it 100 times. If they show her that they can do it without any mistakes, she'll narrow it down to 50, but if they show mistakes, she's gonna add 20 to it, so they have to do it 120 times. And then so they spent 5 hours doing it. They didn't show the whole thing, but they show clips and clips and clips, and you know, we have like, honestly, like we have like the first group that were able to nail it down was Kim Jae Cook, Somin, and Haha, and then the 4 was just kind of like all over the place.
They started doing their own things,
and they're just like. They started doing their own things, and they're kind of like, oh my god, you know, all over the place, and then they eventually end up doing it 120 times. And she says that, she's all like, whoever completes it, does it correctly, like dual dancing, whoever does it correctly can go home. So Kim Jae Cook and Haha did it. Haha passed. Kim Jae Cook has to stay, redo it again. He did it with Somin, and they passed. And then it was Ji-hyo and Sepset, and Ji-hyo.
No, it was Kim Jae Cook, Haha, and then Haha passed. And then so Kim Jae Cook did it with Somin and Sepset. Kim Jae Cook, Somin passed. So Sepset did it with Kwon Soo and Seokjin, and Kwon Soo and Ji-hyo.
Yeah,
and then him and
Ji-hyo passed. He made a mistake immediately by the hand. Yeah. And then so him and Kwon Soo went. Right,
and then he passed. Kwon Soo and Jae Suk, when Jae Suk passed.
And they Kwon Soo and Seokjin, and they kept going over.
And they both passed at the same time.
They both passed. So they finally passed, and that was the end of filming. But they will see her again next time for the remaining ones as well. So
yeah, and they did. She did. Her and the PDs did say that the rest of the dances was going to be easier. That the beginning part was the hardest part because that was where the moves had to be the most complex because the members were entering the stage.
Yeah.
So they had to make the most impact in those first 18 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting how they do it. They do it because after seeing them do it this way, I kind of hope that that Running Man continues to show it for the just little parts of it.
I don't think they will.
But they won't because they want a surprise factor for
so
the fans.
they won't show it, but they gave us a little intro of how they're doing. So the rest is going to we're gonna have to wait for the next almost a month and a half to see it. So and that was it for this episode. So it was just continuing off that and then going on to their dancing. So it's just straight simple like that. So we got our final winner for our t-shirt, which is Jae Suk. So we are going to be seeing Running Man a t-shirt of that. And then we get next week's episode 456.
Yes.
Running Man writing their own song.
Yes.
So they are finally going to be writing their first song, and each of them gets to write their own 8 lyrics, poem, songs, something like that, 8 lines of it. And then that's why we've been seeing picture of Kwon walking around in a ginseng suit. That's what it is. So they're traveling around like that, and Kwon ends up in a ginseng suit and all this stuff like that. So
so it looks like it starts off as an individual thing again, just like how these past 2 episodes are. But now it looks like they're going to be in groups of 3 and 2 because Somin, Kwon and Jae Suk were together.
Haha and Jiho was there too.
Oh, okay.
So it's all together. It's just they separated in the market.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then it's going to be the individual battle, and it looks like they're getting the chances to change each other's phrases in their lines and stuff.
Or taking it.
Yeah, taking it and change it to a different word or something like that. And obviously the winner is probably going to get to make the title for it.
The title, and they're going to be singing it. So it's so amazing. I really honestly, to me, I really enjoyed these past couple episodes with PD Chomin coming back, of having the Running Man members getting ready for this.
I must give it to him.
Yeah, please come to the United States. Come, you guys.
It's too hard.
I'm so sad. It's okay. We'll be watching it 4K.
Yeah, but I really hope that either Haha or Kim Jong-kook wins it, just because they have the music. They have the music background, and both of those guys have written songs. So I hope that those 2 guys do win it. I really hope that Sukjin doesn't win it because he's really tacky.
I don't want him or someone to win.
Well, here's the thing about Somin.
I know she's very poetry.
She's very poetic.
Yeah.
And she's very. But the thing about her poeticness is, it's more of the casual poetic, not really song poetic.
Yeah, and then she's gonna screw it up. She's gonna make some funny things. So, how her shirt, she was like, "It's all about me."
I hope that Seb and Kwon and Jae Suk. I hope those 3, because Jae Suk, I know he's gonna screw around.
Who knows? But so that is it for this week's Running Man episode. Do stay tuned in for our reactions after this, and we will see you guys in next week's episode.
There's no hole on the bottom. What? Wow!
You go again.
Herman, sit down. Yandu. Ini kenyal. Oh 나 누구야?
That's Steven Chow.
오빠, 슈렉 아니죠? 헐크죠? 슈렉 아니죠? 헐크죠?
Come on. We're Guardians of the Galaxy, I know. Go get
Fog Village.
I'm going He hit his own shit.
As if. She doesn't step late.
You can say that his days of being an idol.
Done.
That shit.
Oh! It's okay, they continue.
All his days being an idol, yellow body mom, so he can't do them as hard anymore. Like he softened his movements. The resurrection. Gina's the only woman. She has to be in the middle. Yeah, there. Just. He made a duck.
Oh, he got it.
He got scared. He got shot.
He lost balance.
He got shot again.
Who shot him?
Don't shoot. Cosmo got scared. He was going to catch him.